This is Politics as Usual. I'm Pia Ontiveros. Vice Mayor Jeannie Sandoval of Malabon City here in Metro Manila prefers to keep a low profile as she runs for mayor. But that might be next to impossible. President Duterte threatened to have her rival, incumbent Mayor Lenin Oreta, arrested if he doesn't solve the city's drug problem in 1 month. And there's an interesting backdrop to this race. As is the case in many other parts of the country, it's one political dynasty versus another, only that the candidates are getting younger. Vice Mayor Jeannie Sandoval, thank you very much for being with us tonight on the show. Let's begin with this. On April 2nd, President Duterte was in Malabon for that campaign rally of yours, right?
Yes.
And he had some choice words for Mayor Len Oreta. Let's listen to that first.
Mayor, linisin mo ang Malabon mo, bigyan kita 1 buwan. Pag hindi, bigyan ko kay Ricky, sorry na lang ha. Pahuli ko yung mayor ninyo. Tapon ka sa Manila Bay.
Vice Mayor Jeannie Sandoval, let's begin with this. Can Mayor Oreta be arrested based on what the President is saying?
Well, according to the President, that's what he's going to do. But I'm sure there's going to be due process. It depends on what's going to happen.
When you say it depends on what's going to happen, what do you mean? I mean, we all know very well how a person can be arrested, and that's if he or she has a warrant out for his or her arrest. So is there going to be a warrant for his arrest? Are there charges filed against him? Any drug charges?
I cannot say for sure right now, but what is very clear is the President wanted Malabon to be cleared of the drug problem.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
whatever's going to happen after is up to the President.
Is up to the President. So what are you saying? Because my question is, can Mayor Oreta be arrested? Because, like I was saying, the only way he can be arrested if there is a warrant for his arrest or if he is caught committing a crime right then and there by the arresting authorities.
For now, I think there's going to be there's going to be a procedure for that. What's very clear during the April 2 sortie was that there was a problem with the drug situation. So he wanted it to be clear, and then it's according to him what's going to happen after.
Yeah. When you say there's going to be a procedure for that, so there will be charges filed? Is that what you're hinting now? There will be charges filed against Mayor Oreta para maaresto siya, ganun ba?
Yung pronouncements kasi ng Presidente, nasa kanya kasi yan. So maybe he's privy to intel reports that we don't know about. No? First time nga nagkaroon ng bulletproof glass panel while he was talking in an outdoor rally, which never happened anywhere before.
Yeah.
So he must know something that regularly we don't know. So for now, sa sinabi niyang yun, we just have to wait what happens in a month's time. Kasi ang cleanup naman, ang sabi naman, he was given the chance naman to do something about the drug problem.
But you're vice mayor of the town, of the city. Sorry, you're vice mayor of the city, and you're from there, so you would know kung may paparating na kaso against the mayor, hindi ba?
As of now, wala pa akong
And
naririnig.
actually, the intel info will come from the ground also. That means from Malabon.
Yes, as of now, wala pa akong naririnig na kaso. Pero nagpa-proliferate pa rin yung drug problem. Kasi
And you're presuming that may kasong isasampa laban kay Mayor Oreta?
I'm not assuming anything. I'm just saying the situation is still full of it's still full of possibilities. Yung dalawang kapitan nasa narcolist pa rin. And then,
Yung sa Barangay Tinajeros?
Yes. Yung nasa Barangay Tinajeros, natalo yung kapitan na nasa narcolist. Yung sa Barangay Hulong Duhat, nakaupo pa rin and he's still in the narcolist. And then, hindi pa rin nare-resolve yung problema doon sa mga shabu laboratory na nahanap doon sa Malabon.
Yeah, okay.
And then for now, meron pa rin tayong mga tanod na nagda-drugs pa rin, marami pa rin sa nahuli. The other day, may Malabon police na nahuli sa Quezon City selling illegal drugs.
Okay. So if you like you enumerated, no, so may Shabu Lab na that was raided in Malabon, barangay chairman allegedly involved in drugs on the narco list, and that whole litany of what you're saying. How are these going to be connected to Mayor Oreta? Anong possible na kaso na pwedeng isampa sa kanya if as the president said, I am going to have you arrested in 1 month's time. In other words, kasi yung kaso kailangan in black and white yan eh. So, paano i-connect kay Mayor Oreta yung mga nangyari na yan, yung mga binanggit niyo, Vice Mayor?
Kasi it's command leadership eh. So if it's his inaction will not resolve anything, syempre may problema rin siya. So as to the exact charges, hindi ko pa rin alam kung ano i-charge sa kanya.
Yeah.
At
So,
the moment.
you're referring to command responsibility. But
Yes.
that doesn't amount to a case. So ano yung, what are the possible cases? I mean, if your info on the ground is that the drug problem is really that bad, so ano yung info that will link Mayor Lenlen Oreta to all these situations that you mentioned?
I think the prosecutor will be the best one to answer that, diba? If ever there's going to be a case. I'm not privy to the legal technicalities that's involved in the exact case that they will want to mount. If
Well,
ever
yeah, I'm
there's
just
going to
taking
be.
off because from what you're saying that there will be a procedure for that. So
Yes,
yeah, it
supposedly
sounds
there's a procedure
it
for
sounds
that.
like okay, so magkakaroon ng kaso, no. So and of course the next question kasi when President Duterte, any president for that matter, will say na papaaresto kita is okay, so anong kaso yon? Ano yung so syempre yun.
Siguro mas
di ba?
malinaw kung yung presidente tatanungin natin dyan kasi mas alam nila kung ano magiging kaso.
So you never discussed it with him afterwards.
No,
But there was information that he received. Where did that information come from?
I'm not sure where he got his information.
Okay. But you are, as Vice Mayor, you are in contact, of course. You do have meetings with the local authorities, the police authorities, Northern Police District, which has jurisdiction over Malabon, and the Malabon Chief of Police.
Yes, we have some meetings.
Yeah. What do they say about the drug problem?
It's still prevalent. It's still ongoing. They're still trying to clean up the city.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I asked na about the barangay chairman Tinajeros. Kanino ba siya?
Sa
Kaninong tao siya?
kay Mayor Oreta.
Mayor Lenlen Oreta. And when we say kanino siya kay Mayor Oreta, that means hindi naman kapartido eh. Para bang hawak, tao,
Kapartido tsaka kakampi nila.
kakampi. How many barangays are there in Malabon?
21.
21. Of the 21 barangays, have you counted? I mean, minsan may ganon, ano? Itong barangay chairman sa akin to, itong barangay chairman kay Mayor Oreta yan. Have you counted that?
We're in the minority. They're in the majority.
Okay, okay. And in all these barangays in Malabon, where is the drug problem the worst?
The drug problem is worse dun sa lugar na kung saan nandun yung mga kakampi niya.
Meaning Tinajeros, ganon?
Not only Tinajeros.
All the other barangays?
All the other barangays are also involved.
Okay. Well, all right. The Oretas, of course, are known as a long-time political family of the city of Malabon. No? And you're saying, you've said this many times, Mayor Lenlen Oreta, who is a sign of that family, a member of that family, has done nothing. Walang nagawa, correct?
Yes.
When you say he has done nothing, what exactly do you mean?
Supposedly, when you look at Kamanava, mas developed na yung mga ibang cities like Caloocan, Valenzuela, and Navotas. The impression is we're being left behind in terms of being business-friendly, in terms of services. That's why we're trying to put up so many other new services right now. There's a new project. We're opening up a new hospital, 200 beds, 5-story, 200-bed capacity, and it's going to be completely filled up with machines and everything, and it's going to be free para sa mga taga Malabon. So may mga pagkukulang sa ating mga pangkulusugan, pang-edukasyon, sa ating pangkabuhayan. Tapos I see there's also a problem sa pagmabaha. Kasi hanggang ngayon, prevalent pa rin pagbabaha. May problema pa rin tayo sa basura as seen in the Instagram of Sylvia Sanchez and
Okay.
Nandong Creek na puno ng basura.
All right, we'll get into more detail, into all those details. Vice Mayor Jeannie Sandoval we'll take a very quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Politics as usual. My guest tonight, Vice Mayor Jeannie Sandoval of the City of Malabon here in Metro Manila. Vice Mayor Sandoval, your battle cry is bago naman. You talk about genuine change. However, many other politicians, many other candidates say the same thing. And sometimes when you say bago naman, genuine change, it comes across as a motherhood statement. So what exactly do you mean by bago naman?
Bago naman genuine change ang aking gusto sa ating mga kababayan sa Malabon. Nakikita ko kasi na napakaraming problema lalo na sa pangkalusugan, pang-edukasyon, sa livelihood, sa protective services natin, sa pagbabaha. It's still nandyan, yung ating basura, nagpa-proliferate pa rin ng criminality. May mga drug problems pa rin tayo doon.
So you're saying na kasalanan ito ni Mayor Lenlen Oreta? Ganun ba? So
Basically,
you say bago naman, palitan natin siya. Siya yung may problema. Ako
Yes.
naman papalit. Parang ganon.
kaya nga, where I'm offering alternative change to our botante. Kasi I think it's his inaction that's causing all these problems.
Yeah, okay. But kanina, di ba, I said that the Oretas, a long-time political family in Malabon, but so are the Sandovals. You are married to Congressman Ricky Sandoval. The Sandovals have been in political power for a long time also, di ba?
Yes.
In Malabon. So a lot of people will also say that, well, your family has been in power for a long time also. Perhaps hindi equal number of years, no? Pero matagal din kayo sa poder. Your husband, Ricky, and his brother, who is also former congressman.
Yes.
Di ba?
So, they were in power until nawala kasi kami for a while. And then all these things that are happening from 2012 to now, sila naman ang nakaupo. No? So maraming naging problema rin naman. So gusto namin magpakita ng pagbabagong pwede naman namin makatulong. From before naman, marami din naman na-achieve ng mga programa at proyekto. Katulad ng Kamanava Flood Control Projects and all these other things sa education.
Kanino yun? Yung Kamanava Flood Control
During the
Project?
time of Congressman Ricky yun, when he was still congressman. And then, nung nawala kami sa picture, medyo nag-deteriorate ang situation. And then,
What did your husband do about the drug problem? Even as a congressman, I mean, yes, we understand the congressman's main job is legislation, no? But as congressman and knowing what our political setup is like anyway in this country, a congressman can do something about a local problem. So if you say na yung drug problem is one of the biggest problems of the city of Malabon, what did Congressman Ricky Sandoval do about it?
the drug problem is more of an executive problem kasi nasa ground yan. Yung congressman naman kasi is more of appropriation and legislative work. So more of making house bills, paano tayo makakatulong sa lokal. Like ako, I'm vice mayor, so more of presiding over the council and we're making ordinances and resolutions to help our mga kababayan dito sa Malabon. So normally we do groundwork and we look at how it's possible to make all these things happen para makatulong sa mga kababayan.
But was there anything as a congressman that Ricky or his brother Alvin, who's also former congressman, did in terms of legislation that could help, that could help solve this drug problem, or any other intervention na pwedeng gawin for the city of Malabon?
Tingin ko kasi the root of the drug problem is kawalan ng source of income, partly because source of income ng mga tao. No? So, one of the things that we did para makatulong is magkaroon ng mga programang pang-education, pang-livelihood, at mga basic services. And I think if we strengthen all these programs, mas mababawasan ng drug problem at kriminalidad. Kasi if you start with the community, normally kasi may mga problema sa community. If you start with the community and you help people with their problems in the community, di ba? If they earn more income outside of this criminal intent, and makakatulong sila sa mga pamilya nila, parang hindi naman sila lalong mabubulid doon sa problema ng mga kriminalidad at droga.
Okay, and if their energies are channeled into something other than drugs, no, then that would
it's
be
easy money kasi for them, and if they don't have any alternative source of income, mas lalo sila napupush ng environment into doing that. So what we're doing is, sa school-based pa lang, magkaroon ng values formation, magkaroon ng drug reduction programs, and then we involve the community, the families. On their part naman, sila Congressman Ricky can appropriate funds naman to be able to do all these other programs. He was the one who authored the cityhood bill. So sa cityhood, meron sila mga allocation for health, for education, for livelihood, for all these other programs. So if you focus on that, and people have more access to basic services, mas siguro, I think it will be less for them.
Okay. Alvin is his younger or older brother?
Younger.
Younger brother. He's facing graft and malversation charges also? Sa Sandigan Bayan ba?
Yes, I think there's may mga cases supposedly.
Okay. How do you feel when you're told na, well, you know, the Sandovals are also a political dynasty?
It just happened that we're husband and wife, and the brother was there. Pero the Oretas were there for so many years also, and the uncle, and then the mother, and then the son.
Okay.
So if it happened na the mother won during the last election, magiging mother and son din naman sila. So basically, I just think na kung ano yung pinili ng tao na karapat-dapat, yun ang magwawagi.
So kumbaga, if we were going to compare, para bang the Oretas are mas dynasty sila kesa sa inyo? Ganun
Mas
ba?
matagal silang dynasty.
Mas matagal. Pero dynasty din kayo. Parang mas bata lang kayo. Ganun ba?
Kasi pag narinig mo yung word na dynasty, parang napaka...
Negative?
Yes, parang iba yung connotation ng dynasty. Pero sa amin naman, I'm not saying na we're a dynasty. I'm just saying na bigyan natin ng pagkakataon ng mga tao na pumili kung sino sa kanila ang gusto nilang iboto at karapat-dapat. They will discern naman whoever is right for the
So what would you call the
position.
Sandovals then? If you're not a dynasty, if you don't want to be called a dynasty, what term could be used to refer to the Sandovals of Malabon?
We are partners with the people for progress. I could say that, di ba? And they see na may pag-asa sila at may pag-asa din naman kaming makatulong sa kanila.
Okay. Kanina, we wrote a part of that speech where the president threatened that he would have Mayor Lennon Oreta arrested. But there was another part of that speech that was also very controversial, where he attacked, where he criticized and had very, very choice words for Bishop David. Let's roll that first.
Pero, nung ako na ang nag-race back, talaga sila lahat. Alam mo, kumpare ka, gusto mo akong atakihin, Oy, David, kinig. Lumabas ka sa pulpito mo. Huwag mong gamitin ang reliyon. Dito ka, dyan sa simbahan, aatakihin mo ako. Pag-resback ko, matamaan ito. Dito ka dapat. Tapos kung nandiyan ka na, sabihin mo, separation of church and state. Sabihin mo, ako'y isang Pilipino, pare ako, pero nagsasalita ako dahil Pilipino ako. Hindi ko gusto yung pamamalakad ni Duterte na pinapatay niya yung mga dorogista. Hindi namin gusto yung extrajudicial killing, blah, 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 blah dito.
Vice Mayor Jeannie, I have a question for you about that, but we're going to ask that when we return. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Politics as usual. Vice Mayor Jeannie Sandoval of Malabon City. Bishop David was quoted after that, and he said, and I quote, "He called my mother a whore on the occasion of the launching of the candidacy of Vice Mayor Jeannie Sandoval, who was shown on camera laughing." Why did you laugh?
I did not laugh. If you look at the footage of the whole thing, and I proved to him na I wasn't laughing, and why would I do that?
You proved to him too. You spoke to Bishop David.
Yes, I tried speaking to him, and then we look at the footage, and we were on stage. The camera was panning, and then why would I laugh? It's not a funny statement.
It wasn't funny, right?
Yes, and why would I do that?
So if you weren't, but why is it that he and several other people would say
He
that?
was probably misled into doing that, and I told him na, please watch the footage of the exact thing where they said I was laughing and I wasn't laughing.
Okay.
And I proved it. I can prove that.
So why wasn't it funny?
Of course, it wasn't funny because the statement was about
The mother.
yes. No, it wasn't exactly about the mother. It was an expression of the president. But he wasn't saying a particular thing about the mother of Bishop David. That's what I got from the footage. He has this way of expressing his feelings, but it wasn't directed to the mother of Bishop David, except for that particular word.
But definitely, like you were saying, you weren't laughing. And
Yes.
it seems like, because I've been observing you, and it seems like you're not the type to react. Yung parang, you can maintain a poker face, no? So, hindi ka, parang...
And then, hindi naman talaga, syempre, katawa-tawa yung statement na yun. And it was a political rally. It's not a comedy thing, right? And then, I'm sure naman you will understand that he was trying to explain something about his programs and about what's happening with the church, and then how he's going to be able to pursue his programs.
Okay. So, during that rally, of course, it was very clear the president was endorsing you. At the same time, he threatened to arrest Mayor Oreta, attacking Mayor Oreta. How crucial will that be for an electoral victory for you? What is going to bear more weight, president's endorsement or that attack on Mayor Lennon Oreta?
Of course, the president's endorsement will be very crucial also. But at the same time, people are intelligent now. They have to look at the character and achievements of the candidate. It's not only because the president endorsed you, it will ensure your big victory. If you cannot deliver, and then the people think that you don't have anything to offer to them, I don't think it will matter to them. Pero it's very crucial also that the president endorses you.
Okay.
It also happened din naman to them before.
And you think you'll win? Who's going to win? You or Lennon Oreta?
Of course, I'm sure I will win.
You're sure you will win?
Yes.
Okay. Earlier on, you were talking briefly about what you want to do for Malabon. It's a really tall order. There's a very long list. No? It's a litany of things you want to do. Can you really do all of that in 3 years?
We will try to do everything in 3 years, but at least I have a program I can present to the people. And then we will try to go hand in hand with the community in doing it.
Are you the type that will get things done
Yes.
without hesitation? Nag-yes ka kaagad?
Yes.
Okay.
If I put my mind to it, I'm sure I can do it with the help of the people.
Yeah. Well, why would you be the person that people should vote for mayor?
I think I'm going to be the symbol for genuine change in Malabon. People are clamoring for help which is the health services, for education, the livelihood, and for the protective services. Actually, for health, we have programs. We're going to put up a new hospital. It's a 200-bed capacity hospital, complete with dialysis center and all the other materials and it's going to be free for the people of Malabon. For education, we've put up a Malabon Science and Math High School. It's like a Philippine Science High School. It's going to be open for enrollment in June. And then we also have a Maritime High School. It's a new program for grade 11 and 12. When they graduate, they will be able to go on board, be a seaman, and earn for their families. And that's two of the #1 priority programs we have for education, aside from the infrastructure programs that we're doing for schools. And then for livelihood, we aside from the TESTA projects, we also have other programs that we want to empower the people to be able to earn on their own, to drive them away from the proliferation of drugs and all the criminalities. For protective services, we want to strengthen the health programs. We want to have medicines in all the barangays. For this year alone, we were able to give 5 ambulances. We want to give to all the 21 barangays, except that some of the barangay captains that are not aligned with us, hindi nila tinanggap. Kaya nga may
Pwede palang
konting
ganon, yung
problema.
hindi tanggapin?
Kaya nga, and we have written documentation, tinatanggihan nila. We also have a new dental van. It has 2 dental seats that can go around the city and do dental services for free.
Okay.
And then ang programa namin sa basura, syempre we have to be very transparent in the collection and the solid waste management. No? And for flooding, yung aming programa for flooding, that's the biggest problem kasi catch basin yun sa Kamanava ang Malabon. For now, we're concentrating on having river walls na bakal na siya ngayon kasi before lupa lang na humuhulas eh. So every year nagkakaproblema sila. And then we want to add additional pumping stations and we want all the pumping stations to work. Kasi before, sa executive level lang sa city ang nagmamanage na. But sad to say, in disrepair, tapos walang gasolina, they're not managing it well. So we want to improve all these other services for the people.
Okay. Vice Mayor Jeannie Sandoval of Malabon City, running for mayor of that same city. Thank you very much for being with us here in Politics as Usual. Salamat.
Thank you very much.
So is it going to be Mayor Oreta or Mayor Sandoval in Malabon City on May 13? Let's wait and see. Mayor Oreta, by the way, declined our invitation to come on the show. That's Politics as Usual. I'm Pia Ontiveros. Thank you for watching.